Alex.
And welcome to the VibeHunters podcast. This is a side project from my mate Alex, who is the brainchild of the Grumpy G1's podcast.
And the Grumpy G1 channel. Yeah, so just a kind of little backstory of that. I won't go into it too long, but it's basically a podcast that we did about media and gaming, primarily gaming. But the reason we kind of wanted to do this podcast is because we had always tried to figure out a way with me and Demon trying to figure out how to do a podcast that involves music. But we could never really figure it out, and this is kind of like a middle ground, if you will.
Yeah, like this is going to entirely be a music review channel where we pick an album every month and basically kind of pick it apart track by track and really see what make these songs tick.
Yeah.
Anyways,
pretty
let's
much.
get to it. So we wanted to pick this album first, Colours in the Sun, because to be all honest, it's like one of my favorites. And when the band Voyager came out with this, I didn't think they could top Ghost Mile and everything else that they actually did. And since I'm a massive fan,
Massive fangirl. Wants to have Danny's babies.
Oh god. Oh, you make me sound so bad. But anyways, musically, I didn't think they could really top what they were doing, and even with like the album that's coming out after this, soon, I am like always stunned with nearly everything they release. This album in particular is like really, as the title of it suggests, Colours in the Sun. It's very colourful.
Yeah, well, there should be a picture up anyway.
Yeah, it's very, it's the lyrics might not be, but they're definitely way more, I guess, I don't know if I would say positive, but they're definitely like pointing towards positive, and the sounds aren't as dark and heavy and rough as other albums, but this album still maintains its heaviness. It's really weird.
Yeah. I guess what she said, I don't know the album as well as she does. Like, I've only listened to it a couple of times, whereas she probably listens to it every night.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I am hamming up how much of a fangirl you are.
He's kind of not wrong, but at the same time...
He's not wrong, but he's kind of completely 100% right. Anyway.
Yes, sir. Anyways, I think we'll just get to it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Colours, first song of the album. What do you think?
Yeah, I really like the colors. I really like how, at the start of the song, how he just goes absolutely ham on the guitar. I listen to a couple bands that listen to that play guitar, and I just love that.
Yeah, and also I notice one thing that they do very well in their songs is the layering. And in that intro, I never realized that there were actually chords playing underneath that melody. Something I never picked up before.
You mean on a guitar, or?
No.
Or...
It starts going do. It starts playing the melody on the bright, kind of almost brassy sounding, but brassy, something like that. And anyway, and there's these very kind of, I don't know how I'd describe it, but there's these chords playing underneath it, and it layers so well that if you're not listening for it, you wouldn't be able to pick it up, but you still kind of hear it in a way.
I guess you can. I just like how it just hits you. It kind of hits you like a punch, kind of just how it starts. If you think about it, because it's just it's straight into it, with the guitar, and then after that, it's just or then when the guitars and the drums just hit it, it just works.
as soon as Danny starts singing, right? As soon as like at that same point, I feel like it has this rave-like feeling. You know what I mean? Like it's very like kind of euphoric.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like for the first track of an album, like it really sets the tone for the rest of the album. Yeah. The other thing I really like about it is how in the chorus, like how the drumming, because like I used to play drums back in the day. I love how like it starts off with just the hi hat and then snare. I think it has a bass drum in it as well, if I can remember correctly. And then like halfway through, it just goes straight into crash, and then the bass and the drums. It just sounds fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to swear on this?
Yeah.
Huh? Well, good, because I'm going to. Especially, yeah. The other thing I really, really, really like about this song is like that breakdown right towards the end, like right before the last chorus. You know?
Yeah, breakdowns are really good at taking what the song does best and kind of condensing, because that's essentially what they are.
Yeah.
And when you put that in like a really good place of the song, especially just because it's like right before the last chorus, you get reminded of the elements.
Like a build up.
Yeah.
It kind of builds up. Especially, I think it has like a stands drumming coming in. Or am I wrong? Like, you know, like right before, like when it's like right immediately before they hit the last chorus. So it's like, no. I actually.
Yeah, I think there was a little bit of that.
Yeah, I really love songs that got built up, and from what I could hear from like this band in particular, because I don't listen to this band that much.
And meanwhile, you're talking to our Voyager fan, like number 2, because I'm pretty sure there's someone bigger than me.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, like, and I know Nats has been trying to get me into this band for a while, and I do like the band. But I really like how they like to build up their stuff, and like there's nothing I love more in music than when a band does a build up, like a bigger build up, like other bands like Enter Sandman, like Metallica, Enter Sandman, like that has like one of the best build ups ever made for a song. Like I love songs that have build ups, and especially like at the start of an album. I know we're talking about other songs in the album, but like there's going to be a big point I'm going to be making a lot of. Also, I love in the music video how Danny's just like on a guitar, like playing the guitar on top of a car, while the guy's just driving, kind of looking really kind of confused at the whole situation. Yeah.
I reckon this song would be a really good festival opener, because I remember we were at like we weren't even like, it wasn't at the festival, but we went to go see them a couple of years ago.
It was actually the first time I ever heard the band, like
yeah,
because I kind of made it a point to actually not find out anything about them. Like the only thing I knew about it was Nas was absolutely obsessed with them at the time. Yeah, because that was the whole start of that obsession.
Yeah.
And she practically dragged me to a concert.
It's like, you gotta listen to these guys.
Yeah, and I think, yeah. It was good. Good times.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, track 2, Sever Romance.
It's a track.
It's a track, everybody.
I like the storytelling part. I don't know, I just like how the lyrics kind of weed together, I guess.
Yeah, like some, even though I'm pretty confused actually about what these lyrics actually mean, I generally think it's about, from what I can tell, about like maybe people who like attach to like nostalgia and don't really get over it and think we should have stayed in the past because that was better.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Like,
I don't know.
I haven't really hyper-analyzed it, to be completely honest. I just like, I kind of just like how, I like it. I kind of like how the chorus is slightly different too, the second time around. It's like very slightly different.
Yeah, and like he changes it from like, I think, Sever events to immense, then romance.
Or I can just pull it up.
Well, I mean, I did say it right, didn't I?
Yeah.
But one of the things, like, I remember her, like, telling the lead singers the time that,
she knows him apparently.
I wouldn't say no, but I've talked to him, and like, this album itself is like pretty bombastic. Like, is the word that I used, and he agreed with me. And this is one of the first songs that I think of as soon as I kind of think that this album's pretty bombastic. Like, it's a really good song in that way.
Yeah. Another highlight for me is, like, again, the build up right before the guitar solo towards the end of the song. Like, it makes me so happy when I hear that.
Oh, is that the one that's like?
Yeah. Right, immediately before the guitar solo, right at the end.
Is that the one where he's going like, "We never should have known"? And it's like kind of
maybe I don't know.
Maybe.
I was too focused on the that guy shredding, or who, or girl, depending on who it is. Like, it's either Simone or the other dude. I don't know.
The other dude.
I'm just gonna say confirm it's the other dude because I don't know their names.
Okay.
Like, and I mean no disrespect, but I don't know the name. I know Simone. She seems like a nice lady.
His name's Scott.
Like Scott Pilgrim. Anyway. Alright. Yeah, but yeah. Yeah, and I also like the fact that the bass guitar guy is named Alex, because that name rocks.
Yay!
Yeah. Anyway.
So that's all for Seven Romance?
I guess so. Track 3, Bright Star. Best song on the album, hands down, Fight Me.
That's literally what it says in his notes.
Yeah. This best song. That's it. Just end of story.
I find that it
cut the podcast.
It starts in a similar way to Colours, in the sense that, like, you know, you have the synth melody playing, but then you also have, like, the chord. Like, it's also a synth, but it's, like, a different timbre, and the chords, like, playing a, like, timbre is just a fancy name for how it sounds.
And and I noticed that there's a very, very, very slight bass in the very beginning as well. Like, if you listen to it really, like, just a little bit. I don't know if that's actually what I was hearing, but, like, re-listening to it for the 100 millionth time, I just noticed that. And this is the best song, Fight Me. Yeah, anyway,
I never realised how much it actually took to build to the chorus.
Yeah, that too. It was like, what, like the music build up in that one, that was kinda, yeah.
Surprising, but it still keeps you. You
yeah,
know,
it still keeps you, yeah.
It doesn't feel like it's overstaying its welcome, I think.
Yeah, it's like, right when you think it should, it's like it's right when you feel like that it should drop, that's where it drops.
Yeah. And that's very hard
to do.
Yeah, as like someone who's tried writing songs before, and like it's very hard to find where the chorus should come and go and things like that.
Yeah. I really like the chorus as well. It's very simple, like in the way that he, you know, it's like, you're the brightest star of all. Yeah, I like that, and also the headbanger, like the instrument breakdown, about halfway through the song is an absolute headbanger. Like, when I re-listened to it again when I was like getting ready for this podcast, I couldn't help myself. I was headbanging hard. Like,
yeah, with this song,
she's trying to figure out what she's gonna say.
Alright, the lyrics, right? I found this song, like, I don't know, it kind of sounds kind of cute in a way when he's, like, the lyrics.
Almost romantic. Almost.
Yeah, it's
especially the chorus.
I know it's probably, like, about how...
Stars.
Science is good.
And stars. I don't know if you've noticed this, but he does say brighter star quite a lot in the song.
Yeah. He says bright star a lot, Alex.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, but seriously, like, the lyrics about being, about how good science is, I guess, and...
No, I'm just putting it there.
Yeah. Do you have anything else to say about this one?
No, not really. Just, fight me.
Yeah. Good track.
Yeah. Also, the music video is pretty cool, too. Pretty
Actually,
it really shows the Australian outback, and it's like, what people would expect, like, people who don't live in Australia would expect what the Australian outback to look like. That's what it looks like.
Yeah. Honestly, I feel like, the music videos from this album, like Colours and this one and all that, it really like advertises like Perth, which is
the other side of the country.
Yeah, the other side of the country is like way more appealing than I think any like commercial could probably do.
Yeah, I mean that kind of really shows what Australia really looks like. Like I mean, like we live in the city and that, but yeah.
Next track. Track 4, Saccharine Dream. Man, this song is like, I think my second favourite to Colours in this entire album. It's just... it's hard to explain.
I like that it rhymes. Yeah, and I like the guitar bit towards the end of the song, and I like how it kind of starts off calm and then it just like hits you, and then it doesn't hit you, and then it's like, oh yeah, we'll just take it down a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I haven't really got much to say about this song, to be completely honest.
Yeah, basically, I did like where it pulled back, because sometimes like pulling back and kind of stripping down in the song can really like make the heavier and harder bits kind of like really pop out. Yeah, it's about the whole contrast thing, and contrast is
that's awesome.
A very important thing in songwriting. That's also awesome. I
was just putting it there as songwriting. Continue.
He wanted to stop me. No, he didn't.
You're not Damon.
Anyway, the lyrics are like really strange. I feel like they're talking about how it's kind of like sort of around the same thing I was thinking about in Separate Romance, even though like they might mean different things. But basically about, well, it's in the same vein. So basically this is probably about how, what I think it's about is how the world is actually getting better despite everything, seeming to have problems, and actually everything seems worse than it actually is. In fact, it's actually getting better, and I feel like the pre-chorus really sums up this entire song.
And this was also pre-COVID too, so...
Yeah, it was like a year before COVID.
It came out a couple months before that happened, so...
Yeah, it was like November a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so... Yeah. Anyway.
But like, especially in the chorus, I always imagine this like whole montage, or like this whole time lapse of like the city being built from the ground up, and it feels like this song was written by like a person that was just in solitude and really understanding, like, even though the world seems bad, it's actually better than it's ever been.
Yeah. What you said.
What you said.
Yeah.
But seriously, cool. the synthesizers in this one.
Yeah, I love the use of guitars. Like, yeah. I can't stress that enough. Like the guitars in it is really on point.
Yeah, basically, yeah, it's a really good track in the way it's just designed.
Yeah, I think that's probably about it, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Right.
Next track.
Woo.
Alright, track 5. Entropy. Alex's favorite song. No, not really. He hates it.
No, it's not that I hate it. It's just I like the verses.
Yeah,
that's all I'll say. I like the verses.
I like, you know...
And the piano.
The verses, like, are very staccato and very, like, it feels a bit quicker, because it's a bit, like, you know, like, quicker.
It's kind of like, da-da-da. Yeah, I like that. I can't write that.
Yeah, like, more quicker notes and stuff like that. And I like Danny's voice in the verses and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And the chorus is a bit more spaced out and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And a bit more repetitive.
Mm-hmm.
Which, you know, obviously that's what they do with choruses.
Uh-huh.
Basically, I think this song... I was told this song is about basically how people can feel like the whole world is on their shoulders. And this song is like, remember the voice, I think, that kind of says it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. Like, sure, things matter now. You know, whatever what anyone's going through matters now, but like, in the whole scale of things, we're kind of so small in this universe that it really doesn't matter. But yeah, it's a really interesting track lyrically, and I like the verses. And Alex, what do you think?
Yeah, like I like the verses, and I kind of like the musical side of it, like the bass and the guitars.
And then the riffs. The riffs are really good.
Yeah, the riff, like, I guess, it's
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really know how to describe that.
It's kind of staccato and punchy.
Yeah.
Staccato means like kind of fast and like faster notes and detached.
Ah, right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah, that's probably about it.
Yes, he does not want to talk about the most unliked part of this song for him, which I don't mind. I have a love-hate relationship with this, and it's the chorus.
Yeah, like, all I'll say is, like, it made me giggle the first time I heard it.
Yeah, I definitely felt kind of taken aback, considering I did...
Yeah, actually, that's probably a better word, like, taken aback, yeah.
I do like Ina in some of his other songs. That's the lead singer on the chorus, by the way.
Yeah, yeah.
But this really was... It was kind of a grower for me, the chorus. Which, I know, Alex, probably, you don't like it that much, do you?
I thought it was okay.
Yeah.
Just okay, but I would have done it differently. And that's saying from somebody who does not know how to sing.
I do wish I could hear a version where it's just like all Danny and Alex where he sings.
Yeah.
Just to kind of have a comparison. But
yeah, actually, that could work.
Yeah.
I mean, the lyrics for the chorus are actually not that bad. Like,
yeah.
It's just the way it was done.
At the end of the day, there is still a lot good about this track that I think. You know, like the way they made the riffs and the way that the way the song is composed.
Okay.
And the lyrics is like I really kind of like the lyrics. And yeah, I think that's about it. Good track. Next track. Track 6, Reconnected.
Yeah. It's a song.
It's a song. It's a song indeed.
Yeah. Yeah. I like the piano at the start. It's like cool.
I feel like the further we go into this, the more it's just like I like the fast piano.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, it's really... Yeah, I kind of like it. It's, like, really kind of hits you hard.
Yeah, it does. I think this song, like, was about, like, getting off from the internet and try to, like, get real connections with real people in real life and connect on, like, a less superficial level.
Yeah.
Like, you can hear it in the lyrics, especially, like, with the whole labyrinthical feels that will never be real sort of thing.
Yeah, I don't know whereabouts that was, so it's towards the bottom, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Middle? Yeah, okay, yeah.
It's
actually
connected to, like, loosely connected to a song from the previous album, like, before this album was released, called Go Smile, and they had a song called Disconnected on it, which I think is, like, loosely connected.
Yeah. I wouldn't know, I haven't listened to that album.
But yeah, like, the whole vaudeville piano, the vaudeville sort of piano in the beginning is, like, really nice.
Yeah.
I think, you could really... The fun thing about analysing things and looking at it is that you can really say whatever you want as long as there's evidence.
Yeah.
I really feel like that intro in the beginning is kind of like... Because we always associate that sort of, like, vaudeville style with, like, clowns and stuff. And, like, I guess... Like, do you have a better word for it? Like, kind of...
I'm not really sure where you were going with it, to
like,
be completely honest.
Like, kind of fake or not real or disingenuous.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like, the whole thing is, like, I guess if you were to, like, summarize, it'd be like online sort of connections can be, like, disingenuous and kind of superficial. That is to say, like, kind of like people, or like it's not being preachy, it's just kind of suggesting that, like, people should or could probably make more better connections in real life that are less superficial, and, well, people need to stick together, otherwise we all feel alone.
Yeah. I really like how the song is, like, really in your face. It really kind of hits you. I also thought it was a very interesting choice to put a Russian poem in the middle of it as well.
I think it was the end.
It was the end, but you know what I mean, like, yeah.
Yeah, like, closer to the end.
Yeah, like, we actually had to, like, Google Translate it. Apparently it's a poem, which is kind of cool.
Wait, like, that bit at the end, like, kind of sounded a tiny bit creepy in a way.
I don't know, I've always thought Russian was not really.
No, like, the way it's kind of like...
Oh, the way he presented
the way it's presented, you know...
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
It's...
Yeah, alright, anything else about this song you saw? I really like that intro. Yeah, the intro is pretty solid.
Yeah.
Yeah. The next song.
Yeah, next song. Track 7, Now or Never. I think this is like a pretty, just simple, like a nice, short. Simple short track about either, I guess, we do the things we do now or they never really happen, but we also, I feel like it has like a hint of, like, you know, just, I guess, being together with your friends.
Yeah, I like that it has a nice vibe to it. You know, like, I know that's kind of name dropping our podcast because, you know, VibeHunters. But yeah, I really like how it's just kind of nice. It's kind of just a nice kind of toned down, kind of like, not really toned down, but like, kind of like, what's the word? Like kind of like a mellowy kind of track?
Low key?
Yeah, like a low key kind of track. Before they hit you with the last couple songs in the album. I really like that it's just long enough for you to enjoy it. Like, it's like that perfect length.
Yeah.
For a song like that. Like, it's just like, Oh yeah. Like I don't. If it was any shorter, it'd be too short. If it was any longer, it'd be too long.
Yeah, like it's kind of like
right in the middle.
Like sometimes interludes like that, I guess, if you could call it that, they get kind of a little too noodly and they kind of, you know, stay for too longer than they should.
Overstay their welcome.
Yeah.
And this one definitely does not do that.
Yeah. I like this because it's just like a, you know, a really sort of nice, sweet song about, you know, kind of just, you know, being around the people you care about and just kind of living together, really. Mm-hmm. And just kind of doing life.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, and I like how simple it is. It just feels like a simple song. And also German things, which we tried to Google Translate, but we're not sure if it's 100% right. But
we actually even asked someone.
Huh?
We even asked.
Yeah, I have one of my parents knows German, but she couldn't understand some of the wording, which is kind of funny to me because like that person had been studying German for God knows how long, nearly 10 years at this point, and he didn't know that. Anyway.
I mean, to be fair, languages are complicated.
Yeah, languages are hard. Anyway, yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah, same on my own. Next track.
Woo!
Track number 8. There's actually like lyrically, I guess you can kind of make a story up out of this one. Like a lot of the songs from this album, like good lyrics generally tell a really good story, and I feel like this one's about kind of, I guess, like phasing out of your prime. There's bits about it where it's almost kind of they almost paint some like nice they always sorry.
You're really having trouble getting your words out, aren't you?
They paint, you know, some really kind of, I guess, it's like some real, like, it really paints imagery. I think the Revolutionary Road bit in like the verse might be a nod to one of the older songs that they did, where like I think it was called "I Am the Revolution," and this kind of talks about like that song. I feel like might be kind of connected to this song in a similar sort of vein where Disconnected is.
Yeah.
Connected to Reconnected on this album.
Yeah. I like the chorus. I just thought the lyrics in it was really pretty cool. I also like the bass line because it absolutely slaps. And I even had that on my notes, and Nats thought that was hilarious when she saw that.
His notes are adorable, by the way.
Yeah, anyway, yeah, because, like, I do play the bass. Not very well, but I can play the bass. But, yeah, anything that has bass lines like that just makes me happy. Brings joy to my life.
Yeah.
And no amount of Nats's apparent fixation on my notes is going to change that.
Yeah, it's basically, I think, like, it's basically going on about, I think, the person is basically kind of phasing out of their prime, and they're basically talking about, like, I guess their day where, like, they wake up and they all go through this day again, and it's, you know, drudgery, and it ends, and he comes back and he has to do it again, and he tries to remember before, like, he was phasing out of his prime, but it's not. It's like, I guess this sort of, I guess there was this sort of feeling in him that's not really there anymore. Do I have to do this one again?
Well, you won't do it again?
Maybe. But yeah, anyways, that's what I think the song is about. Do you have anything there?
No, I got nothing else.
Okay then.
Next track.
It's like, and this entire album's really good. I'm pretty sure like you're bored of me saying, oh yeah, this one's really good. This one's really good.
Yeah, and I'm just like, yay, album. Yeah. Anyway,
okay.
Next track.
Next track. Track number 9. Water under the bridge. Wait, over the bridge. Water over the bridge.
Not under, but over.
You can't go under it. You can't go under it.
Okay. Yeah. Anyway,
we have to go through it.
Okay. Yeah. I like the lyrics. I thought it was kind of cool. I kind of like in the music video how they're just kind of just walking around.
Yeah, they actually named it Guitar Walk.
Yeah. I also really like the drumming and the heavy drums throughout the song, especially towards the end half of the song. It's a real headbanger. It kind of makes you want to go. Ugh.
I like the riff in the verses actually.
Yeah. I like the lyrics in general. Like the start of the song was like, oh okay, but like the second half of the song I definitely liked.
Apparently, I think it's about I think I was told I think it was about staying in your comfort zone, which is strange.
Which is right here.
Usually,
this is my comfort zone.
People sing about getting out of it, but
I don't wanna. Okay. Anyway. Anyway, yeah. I don't really have much else to say about this one.
Yeah, there's not like it's a good song. I like it. I like it as much as the
Next song.
other songs, but it just kind of gets lost in like this album of like really good songs to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyways,
I don't know if anyone's noticed, but Nats really likes Voyager.
Oh god.
Yeah.
They discovered Alex. We have to run. So anyways, it is a really good track, but
No, just what? Okay, keep going.
It gets lost in between all the other tracks, but it's a really good track.
Yeah.
I really like the video for it actually.
Yeah, the video is kind of cool.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since I've watched that video though.
Yeah, like it's been a long time for me too, but yeah, I really like actually how I mentioned before that it really shows off Perth very well in the video.
No.
Like yeah, you get like the outback and like colors and
Really?
bright stuff.
I don't know. It's like I think I've only watched that video like twice.
Yeah,
when
like,
it initially came out. So.
Yeah, like water over the bridge really kind of shows like I guess Perth.
Yeah.
I guess Perth. Perth in and how nice it can kind of look. Just while it's kind of behind like they're not really like trying to make an ad for Perth or anything. They come to Perth, but
Yeah.
basically them doing that, it just really made it look really nice.
Yeah.
Anyways, but yeah, good track.
Yeah. And now the very last track.
The very last one.
Oh dear. Oh dearie dear.
Indeed. Track 10, Runaway. Alex, what do you think?
Yeah, it's a great way to end the album. Just in my humble opinion.
I think when we were listening to it, like you said, it sounds like, it really does, it sounds like the sort of album ender song.
Yeah, like, especially like with the lyrics as well. Like, it really, I really got that vibe. Like, if you, like, weren't really paying attention to the, like, what track was what, like, you got, this kind of feels like it's going to be an end. And I think it's a really fitting end to the album.
Yeah, like...
It's catchy.
Yeah. Strangely enough, though, this is apparently a song about the lead singer's guitar. Which is, it's strange, he writes his, like, sometimes these very fancy lyrics and, like, it could be just about something so simple and sometimes, and so...
Yeah.
Yeah. It's actually about him being with his guitar.
Sounds like something a twerp would do. I'm not even kidding. Yeah, I really like the guitar solo towards the end. I think with that as well, in light of that, yeah, I really like the guitar solo because I'm just like, oh yeah, that's cool. Yeah, a really good song to vibe to.
Yeah.
It's probably one of my other favourite songs in this album.
Yeah,
it's definitely in the top 3.
Yeah, it kind of sounds like pretty. It sounds a bit anthemic. Like, do you think?
Like what?
Like an anthem almost. I mean, Colours does sound like an anthem as well, but this one kind of sounds like a...
It starts on a good note and it ends on a good note.
Yeah, and it's very catchy and it...
yeah, like I said, the guitar solo. Yeah. Yeah, so that's pretty much all I got on that.
One thing I do want to say, though, is that, like, everybody seems to, like, absolutely love this song. But for some reason, I just don't like it as much as the others.
No, I mean, I like it.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it's Voyager, so, like, like, judging by my very limited knowledge of Voyager, which is kind of funny considering, like, NASA's, like, the antithesis of that. Like, it seems very their style. It really feels like their style of music, you know?
That's very interesting saying, since if you've ever listened to, like, from their discography from start to finish, you'd find that, like, they just have this sort of soul to them, this element that's just uniquely Voyager. I know a lot of people...
Every band has that thing, and it's very...
I wouldn't say every band.
A lot of good bands.
Yeah, good bands.
Good bands. With that, that's, I guess we'll do the outro now, I guess. Yeah. I'm being awkward. I don't even know why I'm being awkward. So we will probably be doing this fairly, like, monthly, to coincide with the other podcast that I do. And all that other fun stuff. So, with that...
I'm Nat.
And I'm Alex.
And this has been the VibeHunters podcast. See you next time.
Yes. Bye.